You've got a mortgage rate that people would trade their favorite child for. 2.75%, maybe 3.5%. It's the kind of rate that feels like a badge of honor. You scored it during the golden era of money. So when you hear the phrase cash out refinance, your first thought is probably, nope, why would I give up this unicorn rate? I totally get it. That's the emotional brain talking. Now let's hear from the financial brain. Here's a better question. What's my total cost of borrowing? Because while you cling to that low mortgage rate like the Holy Grail, you're also sitting on $20,000, $40,000, even $100,000 in credit card or personal debt, paying 18 to 28% interest on that debt, and maybe losing sleep because of it. So yeah, your mortgage rate is beautiful, but the rest of your financial life, not so much. The smart move, run the math, not the emotions. Your overall borrowing costs might drop significantly, even if your mortgage rate goes up a little bit. And bonus, you might even walk away with an emergency fund you didn't have before. Now, before I keep going on this episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, episode 212, I have to make the legal folks happy. So, I am Kevin Martini, a certified mortgage advisor and producing manager, NMLS 143962 with the Martini Mortgage Group at Gold Star Mortgage Financial Group Corporation, NMLS 3446, Equal Housing Lender. This podcast is here to inform, educate, and entertain, not to provide legal or professional advice. Here's what's happening right now. Tariffs are rattling the stock market. Portfolio values are seesawing like a toddler on a jungle gym. But if you looked at your 401k this week, you probably flinched. But let's talk about what hasn't flinched. Real estate. While stocks dip, housing values in many markets are still climbing, or at least holding steady. And that's the opportunity. You're sitting on equity that's growing even while the rest of your assets might be shrinking. That makes now the perfect moment to ask, should I wait until I need money or get ahead of the storm and secure access now? Because here's something every financial savvy person knows. It's easier to get money when you don't need it. When things go sideways, job loss, market crash, emergency, you don't want to be scrambling to pull together cash or apply for a loan. A cash out refi lets you get access to money now before the storm hits. You don't even have to spend it. Just have it there can be a game changer. Oh, by the way, peace of mind is a strategy too. Let me say something that might ruffle some feathers. Your home equity is not a trophy. It's not just something you admire and brag about. It's a tool, and tools are meant to be used. You don't buy a power drill at Home Depot just to keep it in the garage and say, look how beautiful this is. I never use it, but it looks beautiful. Same goes for your home equity. And no, I'm not saying drain your house to dry and blow it in a Vegas trip. I'm saying pay off high interest debt. Rebuild your savings. Create financial breathing room. Maybe even invest in something that makes money or saves you time. It's not about taking a step back by refinancing into a higher rate. It's about optimizing your financial ecosystem. A few points on your mortgage rate doesn't mean much if they save thousands elsewhere. Let that sink in. Let's talk emergencies. Emergency funds are not optional, in my opinion. They are your strategic armor, not in a doom and gloom way, but in a grown-up, let's be real way. Emergencies are coming. It's not if, just when. And if you don't have cash ready when life does this thing, like cars break down, a job shift happens that you are not the architect to, your kid needs braces, it's stress city. That's why building an emergency fund is one of the most strategic financial moves you can make. A cash out refi isn't about reacting to a disaster. It's about being unshakable if and when one happens. It's about being the person who says, I've got this covered. Instead, holy cow, what do we cut? What do we sell? And when here is something that is the wild part. You can set it up now. And if rates drop in 2026, like many economists predict, simply refinance again. Rinse and repeat. This isn't a one-time play. It's a smart move in a longer financial game. Let's be honest. Most people are paralyzed right now. And I believe that freeing up or freezing up is the most expensive move you can make. They see the chaos in the news and think, better wait, better do nothing. But in the world of money, doing nothing is doing something. It's choosing to stay in debt. It's choosing to miss the opportunity. It's choosing stress over clarity. Planning beats panic every single time. Right now, you can pay off that bad debt, and that bad debt is like double-digit interest. Right now, you can secure an emergency cushion. Right now, you can lower your total cost of borrowing and free up hundreds in monthly cash flow and still leave room for future refinancing. But you have to take action. No, not reckless action. Strategic, informed, financially smart action. Let's take a breath here. This is not a sales pitch. This is an invitation to clarity. Clarity is not a sales pitch. It's a conversation to clear the path to wealth creation. I'm not saying a cash out refinance is right for everyone, but what I am saying is that you deserve to know what's possible and explore what options you have. You deserve to see the whole picture, not just your mortgage rate. With a quick conversation, you could uncover thousands in monthly savings. What if a conversation with a mortgage strategist at the Martini Mortgage Group could not just rebuild your emergency fund, but wipe out your worst debt? Wouldn't that be worth 15 minutes of your time? Let me be 100% clear. This isn't just about numbers. It's about control. It's about confidence. And it's about finally breathing easier. Here's the Kevin Martini Mortgage Podcast bottom line. You've worked hard for your equity. Now it's time to make it work hard for you. This isn't about abandoning your low rate. It's about upgrading your entire financial picture. And the first step, not guessing, not Googling for hours, just booking a free strategy call with either myself, Kevin Martini, or fellow mortgage strategist Logan Martini with the Martini Mortgage Group. No pressure, no judgment, no obligation. just clarity, tailored to your situation. Because doing nothing, that's just not a plan. Let's build a plan together. If you're thinking of exploring your options, let's talk. My name is Kevin Martini, and I'm not just a mortgage broker. I'm a certified mortgage advisor who takes a fiduciary approach. You can reach me by dialing 919-238-4934. Thank you for listening to episode 212 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. And thank you in advance for liking this episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast and sharing it with someone you care about.